Okay, but yeah, start us off, I guess.
Okay, this is an official podcast from official podcasters. I'm TinglyJungle, Joshua, and my co-host is Busfin,
Yeah.
the man, the myth, the legend, Busfin.
And our podcast is named
Two Guys and a Goblin.
And a Goblin.
Two Guys and a Goblin. Jacob is currently playing Ninja Gaiden for the Nintendo Entertainment System, famously featured on Wii Shop Wednesday Update Day by Nirvana the Band The Show. Remastered. Yeah, so Jacob is playing Ninja Gaiden. I'm talking because I'm a professional speaker, professional talker, and Jacob is a professional gamer.
And talker, sometimes.
Well, on occasion. He's mostly here for
a little talking.
Yeah, I talk, you know. It's like a hobby.
I summon Pot of Greed.
Okay, so speaking of Pot of Greed, I think I told you about this. The bong.
Yeah, the Pot of Greed.
The Pot of Greed bong. I don't smoke the Zaza. I don't absorb the Juju Zaza. I don't know what to call it. That grass. That Mary Jane.
the Aurora Borealis. I know nothing about, like...
You don't know weed?
I know nothing about marijuana other than weed has, like, really funny names, like Aurora Lights and, like...
Oh, yeah, because like, if you get the different flavors, yeah. Tuberculosis cough. Is that real?
No, that's...
Oh, I wish. That would be so sick. Dude, I would smoke tuberculosis cough, and I don't smoke.
Me when I go to the bathroom and dramatically cough blood onto a handkerchief.
Okay. If you could smoke weed, what flavor would you want it to be, though?
I mean...
Other than tuberculosis cough, of course.
Well, I could be like, well, actually, I would.
Okay, well, in this hypothetical universe where smoking weed is
haram.
Is literally it's halal.
Oh yeah,
it's halal. Smoking weed is not haram anymore, okay? Smoking weed is completely halal and you're allowed to do it. What are you smoking?
I forgot to do my bat skip. Cool little skip you can do. I messed up again. I would probably do like Neon Seizure or something like that. That would be pretty cool.
Neon Seizure.
Yeah, because then it would be like if you were to... It would be like if you were... I can't think of any like party drugs. I don't like really...
Lean.
Yeah.
When I was at America State University...
in America.
When I was at Arizona State University, I went to a party where I was quickly kicked out because me and my friends weren't actually invited. We just tried to get in. Because one of our friends was invited and we were like, hey, if he can get in and we just kind of follow him, we'll all get in. And I walked in and...
It's like a 90s, like...
Dude, that's what it's like dude, I'm at Arizona State and I'm like expecting it to just be like a normal like a place where normal human beings are existing. And there's like all of these stupid ass like college movie tropes that are just happening in real life, and I'm just supposed to accept that, I guess.
Very strange.
So we get in to the party, and all of my friends go straight to the alcohol table, and I like walk over. I follow my one friend that was actually invited because I'm like, going straight to the alcohol table, you're gonna get kicked out, right? Which is exactly why we ended up getting kicked out, is because they drank half the table in like 30 minutes.
What?
Yeah, they went crazy on it. But I follow my friend, and I discover, not him because he's talking it up with the people he actually knows who invited him. I discover these white foam cups.
Oh.
And they are
unmarked.
They've got some purple liquidy goodness in them, right? And I'm looking at this and I'm like, there's no way.
Yeah.
That this is actually what I think it is, right? Like, there's no way it's lean, right?
And like, that's just like the joke Twitter thing.
Yeah, like that's a bit. Like, there's no way that lean is something that people casually are consuming at an Arizona State party at 10 a.m. right? Like, it was not a night party. It was like a lunch gathering, right?
They drank half the alcohol table at before.
Okay, well, college students are all alcoholics, but still, lean and alcoholics, that's a different thing, right?
True.
And so I just observed the lean table for a minute, right? The lean table also had other assorted candies and and magical like croutons.
They got the Akko's sugar from Sekiro that doubles attack power.
Yeah, dude, people were nomming on that, and they like would set on fire for half a second, and then they were strong.
Yeah, but they wouldn't do it unless they like hit a dance move to like activate it.
Yeah, it's like Naruto kind of. You gotta.
Yeah. Well, that's like what the sugars in Sekiro are. They're Buddhist sugars, and like if you eat the sugar and assume the right stance, that's how you get the buff. Anyways.
People are drinking the lean, like casually. It's like 11 a.m. now. Like it's not even noon. Lunch hasn't come out yet, and they're drinking the lean casually. Also, they're eating like shroom bars and stuff, but like
shroom bars.
I found out that shrooms, I think, are just like a casual drug now.
Yeah,
because a lot of people I knew in Arizona were doing shrooms, like a lot. It was a bizarre. There was one time my roommate was doing them with a group of people,
and then he turned on an episode of Regular Show and just
yeah, and he became
the trip partner.
He like transformed into Mordecai.
Those trip partner memes, like the trip. What are they called?
Oh, like the person who watches to make sure you don't go insane.
Yeah.
No.
And they're like, look, dude, look at this video.
Yeah. Well, my one friend, the first time they ever got on shrooms, they called me into their room. Two of my friends' other room, right? And they were like, dude, so we're on shrooms right now. And I was like, why would you bring me into your room? I'm I'm work for the school basically, like, and this is on school property. Like, what's happening?
Yeah.
And these friends are like, no, dude, you like Minecraft Steve, and they start going off about how they had like gone on a crazy trip through the mirror on their wall, and they
Alice in the Wonderland.
Yeah, like, they saw the face of God, and it was Minecraft Steve. That was, and I was like, is it Minecraft Steve or is it like a Minecraft like blocky like character? And they were like, no, it was just Steve. And they're like super high, and the one just is like slowly passing out back and forth between reality and back into the mirror world.
Back into Steve's land.
Yeah. And I brought it up later. No memory of it, which I don't know if that's normal for shrooms, but like they couldn't remember. And I was like, that feels like something I would remember. I've heard
some weird stuff about shrooms. But like, yeah, I just know that like, because it's like what are the drugs that?
Oh, a psychedelic?
Psychedelic. I just know that if you consume a lot of psychedelics before your brain is fully formed, you will have a much higher chance for like schizophrenia.
Yeah, because you figure. And when does your brain actually form?
24, 25, I want to say.
Oh, rental car age.
Yeah.
That's
the age that you start like dying is like, oh, check that. Oop, I messed up this. There's a little boost you can do where you like jump off the guy.
Oh, because he like damage boosts you?
Yeah. You like.
That's what I'm doing with shrooms to my undeveloped brain.
I'm gonna take a death because I don't feel like. This is when the game gets mildly more difficult.
Stage 4-3.
Yeah, no.
Otherwise known as the part where it gets difficult.
Nah, the only difficult one is 6-2. And then Ninja Gaiden 2, which is like significantly easier of a game, has a stage that is just harder than all of the first Ninja Gaiden.
Oh, I've played this stage. Like I'm really bad at this game, but I have beat it once. Like from start to end. I fought the bosses a bunch of times because I have a bunch of save states. So Ninja Gaiden is an NES game. We all know this. We all love it. Ninja Gaiden 2 and 3 are also NES games. We all know this.
I've
we
never
all
beat
love them.
3. It's like impossible.
And they are platformers?
Yes, this is like original platformer type beat. You want to know a secret?
Oh.
Wait. Yeah, that's a full life upgrade. Yeah, I don't... what I like would run this on was like a knockoff like ROM thing.
Oh, and it didn't have items, right?
There were no power-ups, and there were some power-up things. Dude, they got that screen right. There were some power-up things, but if you did it, it would crash the entire like knockoff emulator thing.
That's the power of Google Chrome.
Yeah. Mozilla Firefox moment.
Yeah, I mean Ninja Gaiden, you know what I did play actually? Before I had learned that you were doing your casual I'm a professional Ninja Gaiden speedrunner now moment. I started playing the Ninja Gaiden games that came out that were like slashers. because Ryu
those
Hayabusa.
are insane,
Yeah,
dude.
it was
I've never
so
played
hard.
them, but I've heard they are like literally some of the hardest games.
I was
made.
losing on easy.
Yeah,
like I was like,
and then they made a harder difficulty.
I was just playing it for the meme because me and Thomas always made fun of Ryu Hayabusa, like people who wanted Ryu Hayabusa in Smash.
Because such a good addition.
I didn't understand though at the time because I just thought he was this hack and slash 3D arena character, and then I learned of the lore, the understanding of Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah, dude, he's just Genji.
Yeah,
so sick, you know.
I
need healing.
Did you see Genji is gonna be
Genos
from One Punch Man?
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that crossover. It almost seems like it's just like a fan-made thing, and then they're like, okay, yeah, we'll just put it in the game.
Yeah, especially the Doomfist one.
Well, I mean, it does make sense because he punches
like
stuff.
It's his whole thing, but like,
I mean, come on, we could have had like a One Punch Man, and it could have been
like Diva, everybody's favorite character, or Orisa.
Did you see the? Wait, hold on. This is important. There's an image of that like witch lady that they're like putting a skin on for Kiriko.
Yeah, no, I don't. Not off the top of my head, at least. Maybe if I saw the beauty.
For our dear viewers,
look up Kiriko. Oh, wait, the green haired chick.
Yeah. So that, and then someone did. That's different thing. That and that's
Sigma. Whoa!
He's got the hair and everything. I love Sigma.
It's so funny that Sigma is your favorite character to play as, because Sigma is one of, like, other than like what's McCree? Cole Cassidy. Other than Cole Cassidy and Lucio, Sigma is like the only character that I ever played as for like the whole 5 seconds that I played Overwatch, because I thought he was funny because he kept going, "What is that melody?"
Yeah, dude. I ain't your daddy, I'm your grandpa. That is the first time I'd ever even heard of Overwatch. I did not even know that was
your
Overwatch.
Introduction to Overwatch.
I didn't even know that was Overwatch until like years later, dude.
You like start playing as Sigma and you have like a flashback. You're like,
oh, I was like, wait,
he's not my daddy.
He's my grandpa. He's my grandfather.
I don't even know the context of that. Like Thomas back in, I think it was late 2019.
Yeah, that was
ages ago.
Yeah.
Thomas in that era was just very like, he would find one meme and that would be his personality on videos for like 3 or 4 videos.
Yeah, man.
And it's like, there are some things that have just stuck with me, like, I'm not your daddy, I'm your grandpa, or what's the dog doing? And I have never seen the original memes for those. I just know them because of the amount of times I've seen them repeated by my good friend and business partner, Thomas.
Yeah. Dude, I play Overwatch with Thomas. He's awesome. He's actually really good too.
Yeah, we played Overwatch. Him and our other friend Kaylee really wanted me to get Overwatch for a really long time, and I finally did. And then I was really bad at it, and they were really good, and I felt bad about myself, and so I deleted the game.
Honestly, like, well, at this point in the right, hold on, that's a really hard jump. Okay, sorry, one second.
He's currently jumping over the chasm. Yeah,
this is no matter what, this is a very
famously documented by Summoning Salt as one of the hardest jumps in platformers. The chasm is a little wall jump where you have to jump down.
Hello.
Sorry, I'm really out of breath. I was dancing.
There's the Goblin.
Hey.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Great.
Yeah, sure. Hi.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was the Goblin.
That was the Goblin. the Goblin, the interrupting Goblin is back.
It's me, the Goblin. Anyway, continue.
I forgot what I was even saying. Something about the chasm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Summoning Salt. Literally at nose level. This is what I get for living at home.
Dude, the Goblin just got
the Goblin is going
dungeon.
crazy.
No, please. please.
No, do not send me back.
Toby wants a soak.
So the idea of the podcast is that there's two guys and a goblin, in case you hadn't caught on, okay?
Yeah.
There's two guys and the goblin.
And unmentioned goblin.
Yeah. The goblin
On the Wikipedia, it's like unnamed character.
The goblin is featured in the first episode and never seen again.
On the fandom page.
The two guys and a goblin podcast fandom. There's like discussion boards.
Guys, I think my theory is confirmed that it's actually just one dude doing slightly different voices. Like if you
Dude.
agree.
Wait, that would actually be a wild podcast idea, just
Well,
talking to yourself for 3 hours.
Yeah, I think we should definitely have a weird variety stream. Like there should be like a bit for like some episodes and some like not episodes.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think that my favorite bit will be when we go to an Applebee's and record it live in Applebee's.
Coming to you live from
We could even
Applebee's.
record it as a video and we could be like, yeah, we want 10 sides of cheese curds.
But then we'd have to pay for that.
Well, I'll pay for it with this massive podcaster YouTube money that we're making off of this video, obviously.
Get the 3 cents from Spotify money.
Yeah, we're gonna be freaking rich.
Rich.
We're gonna be rolling in podcast dough.
We're going to be rolling the podcast though.
I actually looked up while I was, because after I texted you, I was like, I should probably make sure I understand all the podcasting ethics and business practices and best practices, because I'm a real member of society and I want to make a taxable income off of saying dumb, stupid, dumb into the mic, right?
No hitting people in the podcast studio.
Well, that one we're debating on.
The way of the podcast. Sun Tzu.
I've been saying that like Sun Tzu never really knew what he was talking about, but you know, the art of podcasting, overrated.
It's not even a war, bro.
But I listened to this podcast, about 5 seconds of it. It was this it's like a company that podcasts about podcasting to teach you how to podcast through their podcast.
That is so cursed.
And that's like you eat a Big Mac and it's like a cheeseburger with a cheeseburger in it. That's what that podcast felt like, right?
you eat it and then 2 more cheeseburgers come out.
Yeah, it's the Hydra of podcasts. It's called the Pod.
That's
right?
Stupid.
It's this massive thing though, and lots of people are making money off of it, so like I can't blame them. But I was listening to it and I turned it on. My headphones are at like 50% volume and my ears are bleeding because the lady's voice is so loud and crisp. And you can hear every like gestation of her freaking saliva.
I hate mouth noises.
Yeah, it was. And she's like, welcome back to Pod. And it's not like she sounded weird or anything. Like she sounded like a completely normal human being, but her mic,
when the mic
was so sensitive.
The mic is too good.
Yeah, it's like, or like I was watching a speedrunner react to the 120-star Super Mario Sunshine tool assisted speedrun that they just released recently. It's like insane. It's like not 40 minutes. It's like an hour and 20 minutes long, maybe
For
2 hours.
120 stars.
Yeah, it's like it's 2 hours and 20 minutes long. It's one of those two.
Parallel universes one.
No, that's Mario 64.
I
half of an A press.
I hated that video. I thought it was so stupid.
It's so funny.
It's so stupid.
I love Mario 64.
This man is making up his own little terms for this like made up nonsense.
See, as long as the Skeeter is 20 parallel universes aside.
Like you don't think that's just like it's not a parallel universe. The N64 can't render good. That's why that trick.
No, the
works.
N64 is creating parallel universes separate from our own.
Well, actually, that's okay.
Yeah. Well, anyways, this TAS tool assisted speedrun, the guy is watching it. He's like a professional speedrunner, used to speedrun Sunshine, but doesn't anymore. And he's watching it and it's like really good commentary, but every now and then he'll kind of like sniff and like gulp down some like saliva.
Ugh.
And you can hear everything, like all of it in like excruciating detail. And I don't know if like maybe my ears are just like ultra sensitive because I'm actually Superman or something, like secretly, like or something like that.
Yes.
But I'm grossed out like by that, you know?
Can you imagine a speedrun commentary and it's like, yep, I did that trick too. All right, that was a good level, guys.
It's just like super. That's what watching the freaking Arcus, the cowboy.
Yeah,
That's what watching his speedruns feels like. He'll be like, well, that was pretty good.
Well, it's like the cops that are like, this cop watched Breaking Bad and told us all the illegal stuff, and it's like, nope, you shouldn't be doing that. It's like that whole thing.
He's watching the tool assisted speedrun, and he's like, now that's the trick.
Yep.
Now that one, you can do that one in real life.
Yeah. That one, it takes a little time, but with a little effort, you can do it too, guys.
It's all about timing.
Yeah.
It's all about knowing when to put that half of an A press in and where the parallel universes are.
That makes me so mad because it's like band kid like my superpower. I don't know. That's so stupid. I thought I was like enraged, like for no good reason. Because why should I get mad about this nerd explaining?
Yeah, Mario
QPUs?
64 speed run.
I'm just like, that's so dumb. The N64, like literally every game that ran on the N64 was like not even a gigabyte, if even, right?
Yeah, I could fit all of those into like my
like
spinal cord.
Yeah. If your spinal cord could have a USB,
Yeah,
then
just
you could. Yeah.
zoop, zoop, zoop.
He's starting to believe.
The parallel universes, they're unfolding inside of me. No,
What is that?
Oh no, I think that people who take speedrunning too seriously and people who don't take speedrunning seriously enough are on the same scale of damage to the speedrunning community.
Like damage the forehead tattoo, or like
No, yes, and also no. I think that there are the people who say, OMG, how could you speedrun and apply glitches? This is so not cool, and how the game was meant to be played. And it's like, okay, dude, like get over it, bro. It's cool as hell when the person does half of an A press and jumps through multiple parallel universes. But then there's the people
their
who
girlfriend thinks it's really cool.
Oh
too.
yeah. Yeah.
Good job,
do.
babe. You showed him.
Crap, that half of an A press?
That was crazy.
Whoa. The goblin showed up again.
Goblin is back. No, not the goblin.
This is the hardest level in Educated. This level with no
6-2.
power.
Oh, we're on 6-2.
Yeah, man.
Hey man, you're peeking the microphone. We can't have it.
Yeah, the goblin is literally peeking the microphone. Get the heck out of here, goblin.
What is
Goblin, go! Goblin, go! Come on, loyal viewers.
All right.
Chant. Goblin, go!
Everybody put some goblin goes in the chat right now. Goblingo.
Goblin, go, Pog. Goblin, Gog.
Dude, we're going to release an app, okay? It's going to be like an AR integrated, like Google Maps integrated app. Okay?
Advanced reading?
No,
AR
AM, advanced math, brother. Dude, I know so many people who didn't have to go through the torture of advanced math or advanced reading. Torture is a strong word.
Like the AR reading?
Like the AR tests where they were like, who was Gulliver and why was he traveling? And they're like on those dumb little computers that weren't
the
real.
star testing.
Oh my gosh.
Star testing was like, what a weird concept. Like, let's make these like this elementary schooler who just found out how to say the letter Like, let's like put them in a standardized test. We got to see if our kids are smarter than everyone else's.
It literally is competitive for the school. Like, it doesn't affect you at all as a human being, except for that it might give you pride in your intelligence and ruin you in the future.
True. But
he died again.
I'm not yelling.
Wow!
Yeah, the mic is just getting peaked every time I yell, and that's why it's just complete silence followed by a lack of button pushing.
Yeah, it's all of the editing. We can actually keep track of where you've died pretty easily. And we can also see exactly where the goblin came in and yelled. Gibble gobble!
Goblin, go! Goblin, go!
Who did I show the goblin, the podcast thumbnail to? It was Thomas. I showed Thomas the thumbnail the other night, and he was just like, what is this? And I was like, it's the goblin.
What is this?
It's the goblin. I mean, what else is there? At all. There's nothing.
I hate the pink ninjas.
Are they pink?
They're salmon. They're salmon colored. I don't know. Is salmon the right word?
Dude. Okay, speaking of salmon, I heard this story about a guy from Salmon, Idaho today.
Salmon, Idaho is an actual city.
Also didn't know that was a place, but Salmon,
like,
Idaho.
Is it like more of like a village, like Firth?
It's like a local village like that you would see
Like
in like
Midsummer or
Midsummer. Yeah,
something?
literally. No, so Salmon, a small village in like southeast Idaho, right?
Salmon, the character from Metroid.
Zero Suit Salmon.
I'm going upstream.
This is just Splatoon lore at this point.
Yeah.
I love Splatoon lore. So by the way, we can talk about that in a second. This guy from Salmon, he's in a hot tub. He's 25 or like 24. He just got back from his LDS mission, and he's in a hot tub at a party for like BYU students, BYU-I, which I think at the time was called Rick's College.
Yes, it would be Rick's College, probably.
Because it was a long time ago. And the dude is in the hot tub, and this chick is in the hot tub, and he's like, she's the one. As you do when you're at Rick's College and in a hot tub, right? And so then he dates her for a while. They go and they do some dating. Turns out, a little bit later, he finds out, don't know how he didn't know already, she's in junior high.
What?
And so I had to get some clarifying questions from the guy telling me the story. And I asked, what is junior high considered at this time?
Oh, like freshman, like a freshman in high school.
It's still
weird.
He said she was 16, maybe 17 at the oldest. And so I'm like, okay.
It's still not clear, bro.
Still super weird.
Yeah.
Like it might have been, I think it was like 40 years ago now. But still wild. I also didn't know hot tubs were a thing 40 years ago.
Well, microwaves were.
Okay, but is a microwave just a hot tub for people? Wait.
Like you got like the automobile, and then you have like the microwave. To me, the microwave is like the turn. Like that's like
the turning point of the century.
Yeah, that's like human life really became like a lot more sophisticated and not sophisticated with the invention of the microwave.
Yeah, because we started having TV dinner.
Yeah, like so you got like cars and stuff, and cars are all fancy, but like we still haven't reached like peak car. You know,
that's why we gotta wait for Daddy Elon.
Shut up! I hate Elon Musk.
I have a sick shirt. Wait. Oh, I think it's in my disgusting pile of shirts that I haven't put away yet. I've got this sick shirt. And apparently it's from a guy, what was his podcast called? H3H3. Ethan Klein. Yeah. Ethan Klein.
Like Teddy Fresh guy?
Yeah. So I didn't know Teddy Fresh was owned by him. I also didn't know who he was until about a month ago when I bought the shirt and Aiden saw me in it and was like, "Oh, that's cool." And I was like, "Yeah, I got it from this place, Teddy Fresh." And he went, "Ethan Klein?" Yeah. And I went, "Oh, who's that?" And then I was introduced to this whole world of humanity and podcasting.
Humanity and big old like apostrophe.
Yeah, massive apostrophes around that humanity, baby.
2 apostrophes each.
Yeah. We don't our quotation mark key is broken. It only gives us apostrophes.
It's like the guy who actually changed his keyboard to like
oh, it's like in Arabic or something.
Yeah, like Arabic.
And he has to write out on it like, guys, help, keyboard stuck. And then he's like got all these. Those are good. There's a tweet I bookmarked forever ago that's like a collection of those images.
Oh yeah, but what was I? Where did that even? Oh yeah, but like automobiles, we still haven't like figured out the best way to do automobiles. Like they're talking about like saltwater energy and stuff.
Saltwater energy.
Yeah,
but then what happens when we use up all the ocean?
You would have to try really hard to use up all the ocean.
I mean, maybe we want to use up all the ocean. Maybe we summon like kaiju.
Yeah. Pacific Rim. Specific Rim. To be Pacific, it's Pacific Rim.
Oh my gosh. Dude, do you remember Pacific Rim 2?
I remember kind of watching it and I didn't really care.
Yeah.
I just remember not being a fan, and I watched a fight scene from it recently and I was not really into it. Very Power Rangers.
I just can't remember anything about Pacific Rim 2. Like I remember Pacific Rim 1 very well. And I also remember
it's like one of the best movies of all time.
Yeah, it's like top 10 movies of all time, right next to Citizen Kane and Paddington 2. But
I've never seen those.
Paddington 2, Citizen Kane, Into the Spider-Verse Part 2 specifically. It hasn't come out, but we all know it. Oh, speaking of, have you seen the trailer for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie coming out?
No, is it another live action one or is it?
No, it's like an animated, and they're
like the show that they did, and it looks like an anime.
Yeah, but it's like Into the Spider-Verse animated.
Oh,
And
so like not cell shaded because cell shaded is like Borderlands and
Yeah, that's like a Wind Waker.
yeah,
Or
that's
Breath of the Wild.
yeah. Which Breath of the Wild, there's like a glitch you can do, and I didn't know this, but pretty much you can like make Link not have cell shading, and it like just looks like Twilight Princess graphics.
Yeah, because you can turn off because I saw a bunch of the enemies recently. Like someone was just posting pictures of what the enemies looked like without their cell shaded like shaders on.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, this almost looks like a completely different game at that point. Like if you took all of those assets and took away the cell shaders and put in real dungeons, you could make that its own game.
Real dungeons, yeah, good point.
Like the Temple of Time, or the Temple of Wood, or the Temple of Water,
of Metal Man,
the Temple of
Man,
the Temple of Pyro Man,
Anubis,
Shock Man,
Cut Man, really? Cut Man and Sheep Man, you gotta be stupid.
Dude, Sheep Man goes so hard. Shut up. No, Sheep Man is my favorite man.
Cloud Lightning, dude. I used to play Mega Man. Is that 10 or 11? It's 10.
That's 10, yeah.
Yeah, I used to play that religiously as a kid.
Because 11 like just came out.
Yeah, and it's like not.
It's mediocre.
It doesn't have the like whenever you land on something and goes. You know what noise I'm thinking of.
I'm just the noise that you made. Like I'm
like,
registering.
How are you supposed
to
translate that into actual English, dude?
Sometimes I think like I want to speedrun Mega Man 2. I'm not like a good speedrunner. I just like to pick up a speedrun and try and get top 5,000 and say that's pretty all right, brother.
Yeah. But top 5,000 runner.
That is also something I brag about. I'm a top 4 Star Wars The Force Unleashed runner. Okay.
Ooh.
I might be 4 out of 4 on the list.
Are you still pretty high on the Shredder's Revenge one?
I had the world record for about a month and a half, and then
that's a while though.
Yeah, and it was like 4. I had 4 world records because I had 2 with just Raphael on the 2 different difficulties of story mode, and then I had one that was a multiplayer with Lucas, and then I had another one that was with Casey Jones on the hardest difficulty, I believe, or the easiest. It was one of those 2, and there's like something new that happened. I have not been keeping up with the game's speed runs at all, but something happened to the point where my runs are considered legacy percent.
Legacy percent.
Which makes me think there's like some advancement that means you don't have to finish the game in the way that I did it. So I'm at the bottom of all the leaderboards, but because it's legacy percent, it's considered better than actually at the bottom, which is cool. But like I also have some speedruns that aren't too shabby. Like I'm almost a top I might be a top 10 Super Smash Bros. Brawl Subspace Emissary speedrunner. I can't remember.
Nice.
I'm either 9 or 11. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Oh no.
Wait, why is that funny?
Yeah, why? I don't know, man. I mean, have you seen the clip of Hassan just about that joke?
I have no idea. I've heard of Hassan because he streamed with Germa once, but I actually have no idea who that is.
He's a political commentator / gamer, which is like a wild combo.
That is the worst thing I've ever heard. I'm about to get this dub. So this is why I don't like the Republican Party.
No, yeah. So he's I believe he is a democratic socialist. Is what you do. Which like I don't really care for politics at all.
Are we playing the made up politics game?
I'm personally a libertarian communal Republican. But here no, I'm kidding. I don't know anything about politics. But anyways, Hassan.
Did you see that screen, dude? That happens sometimes. Sorry.
He made this comment in a video about where he was talking about 9/11, and it was basically he said that America deserved 9/11. Which, like, in some context, it's like, yeah, sure. Like, we did kind of cause it. Like, we brought it upon ourselves in a way.
Yeah, like, but like back like 50 years before it happened, yeah.
But, like, everybody, what happens is the whole clip of him saying, like, yeah, I mean, look at who, like, where the arms are coming from and, like, all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. Like, providing all this evidence that
the arms from the walls.
Yeah. I've got it. My bed has to be in the middle of the room. The monkey's in the wall.
Let us out! Let us
Ah!
out!
That's a night in Hassan's house, dude. No, but like he presents all this evidence to make himself sound not insane, but then everybody just cuts that clip, and so then you've got this constant war on Twitter, which is a disgusting website in general. I've decided because everybody is
constant war on
posting.
Twitter is just Twitter.
That's just Twitter. Everybody posts the clip of him saying, "Oh yeah, America deserved it," and then all of the people on the right side on Twitter, which means they're extreme right, are like, "Hey, this guy is terrible," and then all the people on the left side on Twitter, which is the extreme left, are saying, "No, this guy is Jesus the Christ," and it's just like this constant war that never ends because you're never going to convince somebody of anything on Twitter. I don't think.
Okay, you want to know a really cool fact though? There's a time stop right here, but
you died.
There's a full health thing right outside the boss door. I'm pretty sure, which I did not know for a very long time.
If the timer on the recording is correct, you have almost beat because 6 is the last world, right?
Yes, I'm right before Jacchio.
Yeah,
and the fight with the demon dad.
Demon dad, and then like the mother brain. Or is that Jack? No,
that's demon.
Oh,
demon dad, watch out!
Yeah, because then I remember this. You've almost beat the game then in 40 minutes.
Yeah, I mean,
what's the world record again?
Actually, it went down. It's 11:33, I believe.
11 whole minutes.
Yeah. No, I actually, if I hadn't been using a really bad ROM and then tried to submit a screen recording of an Instagram live stream, I would have been like 24th low percent Ninja Gaiden.
Dude, that's legendary. Top 25 in like an NES game, like a popular
that's
NES game.
Nuts though. Yeah, Jacchio. There's fast ways to kill him, and then there's like
safe ways.
Yeah. Yeah, like I do not dare to cancel slash this guy.
Isn't a safe way like a gas station?
It's me. That's how you do it. You kill him and you hit him in his Star of David in his chest.
Oh, is that what that? I thought it was a spider web.
No,
he's got like a little spider.
I think it looks like a Star of David, but like it's probably like a cobweb of doom. I don't want to lose to Jacchio right now. Then I have to do all of that again.
Why does he have an eye there? Like, so...
it's like he has like an actual face. It's been a while since I've like really like super looked at what his face actually looks like.
So for the viewers who aren't actually viewing anything, Jacchio is our big bad
Jacqueo.
Jacqueo, if you're cultured, is a giant arrowhead,
a spaghetti guy,
and he's got red spaghetti so it's like a black arrowhead with red spaghetti like drenched over it, and then at the top of the arrowhead there's like a little skull with a samurai helmet.
To me, he looks a lot like the original Castlevania Dracula, where it's just not like the Cookie Monster Dracula. I'm talking about like the hit the head and he shoots the fireballs and opens his cape up. Nice.
Oh, he's dead.
Yeah. Well, now we got demon, so I don't like to like move my hand when I cancel slash, which means I get to do it the really bogus way.
He's throwing prawns at you.
Yeah, the shrimp. Okay.
Oh no, he's getting shrimped.
So fun fact, first time I fought this guy ever. Oh, what? I died? Lame. Okay, now I have to restart 6-1.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, that's what makes this game hard. Even Castlevania is nicer with its checkpoints. It's all good though. When we get past 6-2, we're like cruising. Yeah, what were we?
I don't remember. Have you?
Hassan.
Oh yeah, we can move on from that. That was just my 9/11 moment of the day.
Not again.
Oh, have you tried this Dr. Pepper? It's strawberries and cream.
That is, Dr. Pepper is like one of those sodas where it's like the Kit Kat of sodas. It's like, man,
What the heck do you mean by that? What are you trying to say here?
You know how Kit Kat in Japan is like 300 flavors?
Oh, yeah.
Dr. Pepper has like a caramel flavor. Doesn't it have a caramel or caramel?
There was a caramel flavor at one point, I think. I don't know. I don't keep up with Dr. Pepper as much as I used to because now I have to keep more attention to Mountain Dew because of my unpaid editor job.
Yes.
Yeah. Dude, I was editing a tier list for Aiden for Do Review, for official Do Review on youtube.com/@official Do Review, Instagram /@official Do Review, tiktok.com/@official Do Review.
Oh, you guys have a TikTok?
I think. I don't remember. We have a TikTok, but I don't remember what it's called, and I don't think it gets any views ever. Anyways, I'm editing a tier list for Aiden, and it's basically him going Gunga Ginga and talking about why Mountain Dew Code Red is at the top of the tier list because it's red, right? Spoiler alerts. And
because of Dread?
Because it's red.
Oh,
not Metroid Dread.
I'm like, salmon is red.
Salmon, dude, salmon sponsored Mountain Dew. OMG.
She goes, the baby.
Lady. But I'm editing this. I'm like 5 hours into editing, right? Like, man, you basically done.
How long is this video, man?
It's like a 20-minute video.
Oh, that's why it's taking 5 hours. I'm like, jeez.
There's not much to cut. It's just like adding in images and like stretching and zooming and music and
so all of like the really obnoxious parts.
Yeah, because if it's just cutting and like if it's just like cutting and like moving clips together, I can do like I could put out like if I played Smash Bros for like 8 hours in one day and needed to make like 10 videos, I could put out 10 videos in like 20 minutes if I was just cutting. Yeah. But adding everything else into it. And so then I go away to grab a Dr. Pepper. This Dr. Pepper, actually. Mm-hmm. This strawberry and cream Dr. Pepper Zero. And I grab it and I come back downstairs and Adobe Premiere is closed. It's gone. And I go, why is it gone?
Literally erase all of that?
All of it was gone. And I was like, I swear I saved. And so I went to check. The power had gone out. I'm in the garage when the power goes out, which has its own connected thing. I forget that's called generator. But even more confusing is that my computer has a little baby generator attached to it for that exact reason, because the power goes out so often here because of the snow.
Yeah.
And so I'm like scrambling. I'm like looking through my history. I'm like seeing things I never wanted to see again. Looking through my history, right? Like, where's my Do Review tier list? I don't want to watch this again. I don't want to edit this again. And I couldn't find it. And so I think it's 2 a.m. and I text Aiden and I say, dude, I'm literally going to cry myself to sleep. 5 hours of my life have been wasted to this Do Review edit. And then I went to bed and I woke up to Aiden going, cringe lol. And I'm like, yeah.
I would kill. I mean, I love Aiden, but I would literally murder him, dude.
No, it's
editing is not easy. That is a hard task.
I'm like so.
You can't even fake it if you're the imposter. It's that hard, dude.
Yeah, dude. There's literally no imposter task related to editing because of how hard it would be to fake it.
Yeah.
Have you played Among Us since like?
Dude, they made it so you have to link your email, and then I was immediately like, all right, this game's stupid.
Wait, I have to register now?
Yeah, I'm like,
Among Us becomes an MLM?
Yeah, and you have to, like, you can't use actual chat if you don't have an email. Because maybe okay.
Is that to, like, catch pedophiles?
Well, the time before that I had hopped on Among Us, like, the last time beforehand, was my first date with Reagan, and we were both like, wouldn't it be funny if we played Among Us on our first date? And we did. We played a couple rounds, but we accidentally queued into like a roleplay server multiple times.
How do you?
And they're like, "Are you over 18?" is like the first thing they said to us, and I was immediately like, maybe. Well, yeah, because I want to like screw with the guy.
No, I'm 12 and young and
my life is ahead of me.
And I have a malleable brain tissue.
Squish my brain. Do what you want with it.
It's like a baby. You like just stick your thumb in like the soft center tissue.
I have nightmares about that.
Babies are scary, dude.
Yeah, dude. Because my buddies have a newborn.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, and that newborn wasn't cool enough to come to Cocaine Bear.
Yeah, dude.
This is important lore.
But like, it's so weird because they just exist, and then they just like are like, all right, I'm awake now. Where's my food? And then they just choose to be uncomfortable about something and cry.
Dude, I do that though, and I'm like almost 20.
Here, everyone, say thanks to your parents for not killing you as a newborn. All right.
Yeah, all of a sudden I understand all those stories from truecrimetelevision.com.
Puts my like the little kids that put their baby brothers in the oven, and you're like, okay.
That actually happened because of Lavender Town, the theme from Pokemon Red and Blue. Believe it or not, it corrupted his brain. He heard
did too many QPUs align in his brain, and he just lost it.
The alternate universes of Lavender Town just
is that?
The universe sings to me.
I can't even imagine what that song sounds like normally because of the stinky
Oh my
version.
gosh. I forgot. Oh my god. Oh no. Stinky.
And it's like slightly off key, so it's like the worst thing you've ever heard.
Stinky poo poo.
I thought you were singing in Avatar, the like where Uncle Iroh like leaves from the vine or whatever.
Secret tunnel.
No,
that one.
No, it's
not the sad one.
The sad one about the death of the voice actor or whatever.
Yeah, that's actually a song by Panic at the Disco.
Leaves from the vine.
No, death of a voice actor.
Oh, I wouldn't know. I don't listen to girls.
It's okay. Music. You're not a real panicker, okay? I'm a literal panicker.
Or just a panic.
I'm a panic.
What is the plural of panics?
Well, it's panics, but they're between the S and there's an exclamation point because it's panic
that is
at the disco. Punctuation is a suggestion.
When it comes to like putting numbers and symbols in your name, why? Like sometimes it makes sense. If you're electronic, put zeros and ones in your name, that makes sense. But
like
if you're
Dead
like
Ma 5.
Yeah. Like Dead Mouse, that makes sense. Or Dead Ma 5 if you're like
if you're based.
Yeah.
Actually I love the Dead Ma 5.
Or Skrillex. I think Skrillex's L's are actually ones.
Are they? I thought they were just L's.
I think it's Skrill11X.
Gross.
Have you seen Skrillex recently?
I saw an ad for him on Instagram.
Dude, he looks so different.
Does he still got the dumb? Sorry, Skrillex. But
sorry, Skrillex. I know you're listening, but your hair, it was dumb at one point.
It's really stupid.
No, he's got he looks like he's gonna start a tech startup.
Yeah, I remember kind of because I like scrolled through his page and I'm like, oh, I wonder what he looks like now. And I just like he doesn't even make like dubstep stuff or like EDM. It's just like chill lo-fi beats to study to.
Skrillex now.
What Skrillex do now?
Oh, this is like perfect comparison. Okay, there's him then, right? There's him now. He looks like a Great Value brand Drake, kind of.
A little bit. Well, every man who like is slightly pale and has their hair in braids and has black hair is very
Drake-esque.
Although, wait, I know. Well, obviously he's black because he says the N-word, but he does not look black to me.
He is very light.
He's got that Ariana Grande kind of complexion.
Which is, I didn't know Ariana Grande was like white.
Yeah.
Like very, I think she's Italian. I'm like a very pasty Italian. She's just got, I found out thanks to Pete Davidson.
Oh yeah. I forgot that guy even exists.
Yeah, I only remember he exists because every now and then he dates somebody.
Yeah. He I don't know. He has a very like, okay, there's people with punchable faces and he kind of is right in the line of like punchable and just like, I don't want to look at your face. I don't know.
Dude, callback. His dad died in 9/11.
Yo.